What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new Patreon exclusive 3-T video where I'm attempting to play through and showcase to you guys all the awesome courses on GSPro by, as the name implies, playing 3 holes per course, usually almost always 1, 9, and 18, which we are in fact doing here today from a course that I certainly don't know how to pronounce. It seems like no one knows how to pronounce. Even Judd here, who built it, doesn't even quite know how to pronounce it, but Baltus roll. Maybe something close to that. Golf Club South. This is in Springfield, New Jersey, designed by the aforementioned Rud Pud Run, part of his Patreon. I joined it a little while ago and want to start showcasing some of these awesome Patreon exclusive courses that maybe aren't as well known or out there. I actually had Judd message me, in his opinion, what his favorite courses were, or he thought maybe the most well done, that kind of thing. Basically, he had I think he has 80 courses up there, and I can't go through every single one of them, so I told him if he could try to pick out 10, 15 of them for me. So this was actually the first one on his list. I'll kind of make my own favorites as we get going. I think even just the opening look here, obviously this looks awesome. I think based on even opening tee shots from what I played, I would probably go Pikewood is my favorite over this one. They're all really good, but you're splitting hairs. And it comes down to personal preference. But we're going to see how we can do. Shout out to Run Pud Run. Try to be even par through the 3 holes. As far as settings, course recommended settings besides the stimp. Stimp it loaded up with 10, and I changed it to 11. So we're doing normal fairways, normal greens, furthest back tees, 7,476. Thursday pin, course elevation at 151. I increased it up to 10-foot gimmies. I usually do 8 for these, but I figured that would even make it a little bit easier. I played not so great. Whoops. Calm wind, too. Played not so great for round 1 of Pro just before this, and I put everything away, and then I remembered I didn't have anything recorded for a video. So we're going to try to keep swinging well. I ended on a good drive. I was on the range. We're going to see if we can channel that, but before we aim, let's do the flyover. First hole, par 5, 476 down 10. By the looks of it, we're in the shade here, but almost has that little bit of that hazy look where the aim marker is kind of glowing, which I like. I think it's cool, but I think it'll even look more vibrant and brighter once we get out of the shade here. But let's hit the flyover. So super realistic mow lines, the split down the middle. Greens look really good. Trees look good. Sky looks good. Bunkers, the bushes. I mean, at this point, we're getting to the point where all these starting to look so good. It's becoming tougher and tougher to point out things that are really well done. Because I feel like we almost come to the things that used to really pop out. Like, wow, look how awesome the grass looks. That's kind of becoming standard now, if that makes sense. So this looks awesome. And he can only do so much with what the course gives him. I think this is a pretty iconic course. I don't know a ton about some of these, but so far so good. Let's see what we can do here off the tee. Pretty high on the face. Wasn't hit horrendous though. Oh, almost got back in the fairway. All right, 292 on that one after the rollout. We got 184 into this. Pine trees look really cool too. This almost looks like a course around me. It kind of reminds me of it. These taller pine trees that line the holes. And there's a road by it too on one of them. I think it's got to be a 6. I don't think I can get 7 there out of the rough. I just finished the live stream. I still have the TV over here with the chat on, and I keep, out of habit, I gotta turn this off. Out of habit, I keep looking over here to see if anyone's saying anything. I sliced it. Kind of how, actually, Pro Tour was decent. in terms of irons. I was going to say that's kind of how Pro Tour was going. I actually hit irons pretty good. It was hit a few good drives. Driver fell off. Putter, I missed probably, no exaggeration, 5, 6, 7 knee knocker putts from like 5 feet. And short wedge shots killed me. Everything else wasn't, besides that, wasn't horrendous. But needless to say, didn't quite do my best scoring on that. 30 yards out of the rough. And I think what made it worse too was I started off really good and then it just fell off. It's one thing if you start off, it's just not your day and you kind of deal with it from the beginning. But when you start off and you have high hopes and then you just crumble and let yourself down. Go. Not enough. I wanted 25. 10-foot gimmies. I can't even get inside the 10-foot gimmies. All right. Oh, it was a par 5. So for birdie, I thought this was a long par putt. All right. Makes it a little bit better. 20 playing 19. Pulled it. Not enough speed. Par to start. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is one thing with these really well done courses with the graphics. Sometimes, to be fair, I did have a little bit of a stutter. Maybe my computer just needs a restart. I was playing Muskoka Bay, I think it was, for the Pro Tour by T-Squared. I had a couple stutters in that one too, but usually I don't have much of that. I think maybe my computer's just due for a restart. Could be part of it, but par on 1, second hole, 9th hole, par 3, 201. This is a really good looking hole. My eye catches, the first thing it catches is the grass on the side of this into the water, how it's growing like on the side of the cliff. That looks really cool, 3-dimensional. That stuff, little stuff like that really catches your eye and kind of brings the course to life. Deep rough over on the left. I mean, you take a picture of that right there from over top. I'm not even running 4K. I'm at 1080p Ultra. If you're in 4K doing a flyover right there and you take a screen grab, if someone looks at it quick, they're not telling the difference between that and the real life course, in my opinion. 201. I think it's got to be a 6. I don't know if it's going to quite get there, but like if I hit a 5 and I happen to hit it good and I carry it 200, obviously it's way too much, but I need to hit this about 190 with the 6, which may be asking a lot right now. And it's 194 to the front. The heck was that? I think that was like a high on the face. That felt and sounded terrible. I think that was like a high on the face off the hosel, like skyball somehow. Either that or the ball like exploded. That was strange. Not the best. 27 yards. Brutal. I felt good about that too. I never quite know I know everyone's, let me hit this shot first, 7 yards. Not bad. I never quite know if performance issues, where to necessarily say where it's coming from. It's a pretty cool look at the course as we fly over. Like, is it just my computer on this individual day that needs to restart? Is it the fact that it's a laptop and it has a 4070, so maybe it's not as powerful? Is it because the course is so good my computer can't handle it? Or is it maybe just a slight performance of the course. Not this one in particular. It's just making me think about other times it's happened on other courses. I don't necessarily know. I'm sure it's a combination, but I don't know how to necessarily diagnose why it's happening. All right, this shack looks cool. I don't know. It definitely seems one of those courses where it looks on the face pretty open, but all this water and hazards, this would be a difficult 18. I know they do PGA Tour level stuff here, but we're only getting a small sample size on 1, 9, and 18. 1 over through 2, third and final hole, 18th hole, par 5, 553. That looks like a pretty decent carry to even get it to that tee box there at the beginning of the fairway. Water looks like glass. Wow, this is an insane hole. American flag, couple American flags back there. Clubhouses look good, bunkers look good. I like how it looks like they're a little bit wet, like they got some rain. This is a wild hole. I mean, most people aren't going to be playing these tips anyways, but you need basically 220 to even get it to the start of the fairway. It's down 11, but I mean, I guess we'll aim at these trees. Hopefully it doesn't draw too much. This hole basically needs to be an absolute hammered perfect drive and then like a hammered 3-wood. You basically need a 300-yard drive in order to get there. You need a 300-yard drive and then a 250-yard 3-wood. I'm coming across it. I was trying to get rid of the dumping underneath. That was partially off the crown. Not good. But we almost did it based on that rollout. We got 291, so now we got basically 254 instead of 250. But let's see if we can do it. I sculled it. Not bad. Just didn't hit it well. All right. Put the 3-wood back. We don't need that anymore. Calling it quits after this. 28. Go. Been kind of the story all day, honestly. It's not even a terrible wedge shot. It's just always been, and these are massive gimmies, so actually it wasn't even that great. But even on the Pro Tour, it was just all day, like slightly outside the circle with everything. Massive break for 12 feet. Nope, not enough. All right, 1 over. So, really, really well done course. You would expect nothing else from. I don't even know if it's debatable. I was going to say debatably, but I don't even think it is. I think easily top 10, even also easily top 5 designer on all GSPro Run Putt Run. You guys can have different preferences and have your own opinions, but I think it's unarguable the amount of quality work that's been up there. I'd be hard pressed to pick like a top 3, but I think easily top 10, top 5, without a doubt. But all that to say, expect nothing less to have that course look as good as it did right there. From Baltus Roll Golf Club South, there's also the North Course, I'm glad he specified because I typed it in and both of them came up. I was thinking that it was almost a duplicate, so I looked at it quicker. But I guess he prefers this one over the south or the north just slightly, probably just based on how the course is actually laid out, I would assume. But Baltus Roll Club South in Springfield, New Jersey, designed by the one and only Run Pud Run. Pretty awesome job, per usual. Expect nothing less. This is the type of stuff that you will see in terms of the quality on his Patreon. If I remember to, I'll put a link down below. You can join it. He has different tiers, I believe, which gets you access to different ones. But I think all said and done, he has close to 75, 80 additional really well done courses on there. So if you're looking for some of the very best courses in GSPro, check them out. And I always say, without these designers, we don't have a GSPro. So I guess it's worth noting as well, I also have a designer tip jar. So if you're one of those people that I can't afford to support as many of the Patreon guys as I would like to, but I have a designer tip jar, which is basically just an Excel spreadsheet. I have it linked in every single video description, and it has the preferred payment methods for a bunch of the designers. So if you happen to play a course, maybe you don't want to join the Patreon and have like a recurring bill for especially multiple of them, but maybe you come across a course that's on the public server and you say, wow, this is really well done. I wish I could just like give them $5 or $10 as a thank you. That is available. So take a look at that in the video descriptions. But 1 over through 3 holes, 2 pars, 1 bogey, 291 was both the average and the best, same as the ball speed because we only hit 1 out of 2 fairways. 4 feet of putting, 5 putts, 16 minutes on the gameplay, 2 out of 3 greens regulation, 1 out of 2 fairways. And there you have it. Really well done. I actually went into this saying, I keep saying it at the end of every video, that to thank the members, which I want to do anyways, but I keep saying it at the end that I need to remember to mention it at the beginning because by the time we get to this point, pretty much no one's looking at the video anymore and they don't care about possibly becoming a member. But shout out to Run Pud Run. Shout out to the members. Really appreciate the additional support. Any course requests, please let me know down below. There's links to a whole bunch of stuff in the video description. Go check that stuff out. You can join the Discord, go back and forth with a bunch of the crazy sim golfers we have in there. That's an awesome group of guys. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. So Patreon exclusive. Highly recommend checking out his server. There's some other great Patreons as well. This is the only one I've had access to, so I can only speak about this one. But I think worth the money. But like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.